first period global issues class, Crawford, Sloan, and George Huang will be debating whether global warming is real or just a myth. Crawford will be taking the side against global warming, while George will be supporting it. But before George and Crawford debate, we want to ask the question, what is global warming?
Yes. It's a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere. Now this can be attributed to the greenhouse gas most people know as carbon dioxide.
Based on this definition, Crawford and George find several points to support their separate views.
The average global temperature has not increased since 1995 and has actually declined since 2002. Both the Greenland and Antarctic ice sheets are growing in thickness and cooling at their summits. 17,000 scientists have signed a petition circulated by the Oregon Institute of Science and Medicine that say there is no evidence for global warming.
This diagram is provided by NASA, which is an organization of the United States, and it's talking about the ocean temperature. The water can absorb more heat than the ground, which means the ocean temperature diagram can show us what actually affected by the global warming. In this diagram, the graph is going up, which means the water temperature is rising, the heat is rising. So which means the global warming actually is happening. Look at that.
Another thing that scientists have been debating amongst themselves is whether global warming, if it is happening, is it man-made or is it just a natural cycle of the Earth? Suggests that over 1,000 years ago, the Earth was in fact warmer than it is today. Now, while that might not dispel that the Earth may be warming right now, it does help the case that humans and all the CO2 we're letting off is not the cause of it.
But if global warming is in fact true, George explains how it is currently affecting the Arctic region.
Arctic is a specific region that is affected dramatically by the global warming. The average temperature in the Arctic region is rising really fast, and the Arctic ice is melting, rupturing, and cracking. For example, the biggest block of ice in Arctic is called the World Hunt Ice Shelf. It has been around there for 3,000 years, and before it started cracking in 2000. Within 2 years, it had split all the way through, and now it's breaking into pieces.
There you go.
Image from the NASA satellites shows that the permanent ice cover is decreasing at a rate of 9% each decade.
And because 97% of scientists believe global warming is real, I will give some non-biased facts about global warming.
What people nowadays don't realize is that human influence has been detected in global warming. For example, the global water cycle, snow and ice, global mean sea level rise has all been attributed to human sources. Some long-term global warming effects could result in thermohaline circulation, which controls deep water currents and surface currents. These currents could get messed up if global warming continues to happen. Countries now are trying to fight global warming by reducing their energy use, improving efficiency, and limiting their CO2 emissions.
So after all our research was complete, we went around the school asking a group of students if they knew what global warming was and if they thought it was real or just a myth.
Caitlin, class of 2015. What is global warming?
So global warming is when gases from like fossil fuels and stuff get trapped up in the atmosphere, and then when the sun heats it, it causes the planet to like warm up.
And do you believe in global warming?
Definitely.
Now, what do you guys think global warming is?
I think it's when there's like a greenhouse effect. I know that's something.
Yeah, I learned that in like the second grade.
The world gets hotter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you think it's a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's real.
It's a real.
Oh, it's real.
It's a real thing.
Jack, class of 2015.
So what?
What is global warming?
Global warming is based off of the fact that the ozone layer is being damaged and the Earth is supposedly becoming warmer.
Okay, and do you believe in this phenomenon?
I do not.
Corey McQueen, class of 2015. Corey, what's your definition of global warming?
When natural gases are released into the air and destroy the ozone.
Do you think this is a real thing?
Yes.
So before you choose your side, we want to give you an expert opinion from a scientist that knows a great deal in the area of climatology.
We're here with Miss Lieberman. First off, what are your views on global warming?
I don't have views per se. Science is not a belief system, it's a database system. So I can tell you data about climate change
That'd be
if
great.
you'd like.
Could you tell us?
Most of the data, most climatologists, about 97% of them according to NASA surveys, agree that the planet is warming. The areas of debate about global warming right now are where the precipitation will fall, because the water parts are less known. The areas of agreement are that the climate is warming, that it is, there is a heavy human influence on it. Okay, that CO2 is involved, and that CO2 seems to have increased since the time of the Industrial Revolution. And that means that it's probably linked to the burning of fossil fuels.
Gotcha.
So now we want to ask you the question, do you believe in global warming, or is it just a bunch of nonsense? As an important question, scientists will continue to debate, and if it is in fact true, find ways to solve the problem. From David, Crawford, and George, we thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed our discussion.